talking about.
House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy says Democrats didn't even want to hear about how bad the situation at the border is. He said the Democrats quickly interrupted Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen when she tried to explain it and didn't even listen to her. And McCarthy said the president asked lawmakers to discuss other ways to end the shutdown.
Both sides can sit down, find a compromise that actually secures the border.
The two sides will meet again Friday, and the showdown could last a good while yet, even as House Democrats are planning their own agenda of investigations into the president and other measures, like taking on climate change and possible health care legislation. Charlene Aaron, CBN News.
Well, it's sad, the greatest nation on earth, to be wallowing around. I want to point out something that Jesus said that is so profound. A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. We're a great nation, the greatest nation the world has ever known. And we're fighting on partisan bickering that is just not worthy of a great nation. Well, with us now from Washington is our chief national political correspondent.
And my mother found the letter, and she took it to my dad. I honestly thought he'd say, "Oh, I do, she just does dumb stuff." But instead, he bellowed out,
"Maybe I could love her if she wasn't so stupid."
Whoa, and that was a maybe if she weren't so stupid. So I didn't even have, well, if you're not stupid, I could love her. But maybe if she weren't so stupid, I could love her.
So she does what everyone else does. They get married, and they think it'll be like Hollywood. And one of the first things her husband says to her, "Look, I only married you so you could cook for me and you could bear my children." Just out of curiosity, what effect did that have on you?
I gave up. I really thought that if I could get married, somebody would love me. But that was kind of like the final straw for me, that, well, nobody can love me. And I just thought, with the help of the enemy telling me more lies, that I was just a person that couldn't be loved. And there was just something about me that nobody could love me. So I lived like that.
Then she had an encounter with what she calls pure love. Tell me about that encounter.
Well, we had just gotten back from Toronto, and I had an experience there.
And by the way, Toronto was having a revival that time, and people that went there were overcome with the Spirit of God and had experiences that were life-changing. So you just came back from this life-changing. Did you have an experience there?
Oh, yes. I was worshiping one night. I had my face up, and I heard a voice say, "What are you looking up for? I'm right here." And I looked down, and Jesus was standing in front of me. And he had his hands out. So I took his hands, and I just kept singing to him. And I put both of his hands in mine, and then just was caressing his.
This year, that's 25% more than in previous years. 60,000 unaccompanied minors. Humanitarian issue there, obviously, Pat. They also say, and this is information that Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi never heard because Kirstjen Nielsen couldn't get it out, but 30% of those women that are coming on the caravans are being raped. 70% of folks overall on those caravans, men and women included, are being assaulted somehow. So you have a humanitarian